This is the Northrop F-5, a plane that's seen many modifications in the 57 years of its service. But what are some of the most interesting modifications? First, let's see what this plane was originally. The idea of this aircraft was to make a small, simple fighter that would be cheaper than the other fighters of the time, like the infamous F-4 Phantom. The aircraft entered service in the 1960s and saw some combat in Vietnam. Because of its simplicity and low operation cost, it was exported to many countries, such as Brazil, Iran, and even Saudi Arabia, and helped their air forces in other wars, including the Gulf War. The Northrop F-5 has many normal variations, like slightly modernized avionics or engine upgrades, such as the F-5A, the original, the F-5B, and the more modern F-5E and Tiger II variations. These are the more well-known versions, but there were many lesser-known versions of the aircraft. Here are some of the more interesting ones. The YF-5, or the original prototype that was designed to be a prototype. The RF-5, the reconnaissance version with a nose-mounted camera. Silent Thunder, this one doesn't have a normal designation, it's just called the Shaped Sonic Boom Demonstration or something. The idea was to try and change the way the sonic boom acted the aircraft's fuselage to try and minimize the sound, which it ended up not working the best, so this plane was scrapped. The F-20, this is a way more modernized version, almost completely redesigned. Unfortunately, it was not picked up, as the Air Force no longer needed a light fighter anymore. The MiG-28. This is just a repainted F-5 used to act as the enemies in Top Gun. It literally is just a repainted F-5. That's it. The HESA Sequa, I'm probably not saying that right, but it's going to be on the screen. Not much is known about its development, but it's a successor to the F-5, with the main difference being it having a split tail. The T-38, this is a trainer variation of the F-5, and it's still used today by the United States Air Force, and NASA uses it as a chase plane to film their test and whatever. As you can see, the F-5 has had a long career with many changes over the 57 years she has been flying. Hopefully she will serve for a few more years, as the aircraft is one of my personal favorites and it's iconic.